Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Star Wars D6. We join in for the second part of this story recorded the day after the first part. And as for the first part, we have everybody except for one player. Though this time that one player that is missing is Morath, meaning that Moonstuck Rag-a-Muffin is here. Woo!
Yes, because we have to show that we're not secretly the same person.
Yes, indeed. Which we've proved nothing. For now, though, we have with us myself, obviously, Duhad. We have Time Knight.
Yeah.
We have Zombie Cam.
Howdy.
We have Winter.
Hello.
We have Belial.
Hi.
And, of course, last but not least, we have our GM, DeFrog.
Who's that?
It's you, Kit.
Oh, right, yeah. That's a thing.
Yeah, you know, I hate the name DeFrog. It's, for some reason, like, really hard to say. So, like, you know.
Whatever, like I care.
I'm sorry that you
Could've
couldn't
just
pick a
said
better
turtle.
nom de plume.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, thank you, Moonstruck Rag-a-Muffin. That's
I don't speak pretentious French.
Anyway.
It's not pretentious French, it's bad Muppet joke.
It's just French.
Oh, that is a
There's no
wonderful
difference
joke.
between pretentious and not.
So let us re-engage in the glorious adventures of Star Wars D6. Name pending, but it's probably just going to continue to be Star Wars D6. Fuck it.
No, just name it name pending.
We'll see.
But yes, no. Where last we left our heroes, a bar fight had broken out, and the people who ended up still standing by the end of it decided to join forces in order to protect the son of renowned guy. I totally know the plot. Reinarthal, in order to find his dad. Wait, no, yes, in order to find his dad, who is Reinarthal.
No, he.
You got that wrong there.
Okay, whatever. Frog, what?
Okay, so maybe the GM should take over the plot bit, yeah?
Yeah, why do you do that?
Maybe.
Okay, but yes, it's mostly correct. You guys did get into a bar fight. Some of you were standing at the end. And all of you found out that you were at least somewhat in the same realm of what to do. Being as that dealing with this whole Diversity Alliance thing, while our Jedi folk were originally supposed to go ahead and take a look into it, there is the big question of the major bounty placed on Bornenthal, Reinarthal's father, and what Nola Tarkona, leader of the Diversity Alliance, wants to do. Our non-Jedi group, or at least those who were, actually together at the beginning of this whole thing, have been contracted to find Bornenthal, not for the Diversity Alliance, but for the Born Aaron trading fleet, of which Bornenthal is one of the two leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as you leave Shanko's Hive, the bar that you just caused a rollicking old fight in, and make your way through the station, where are you going to be going to?
Pretty much anywhere, reasonably, secure that we can discuss.
We might
what
go
we're
back to the
doing.
ships and, go to, the ships, because they are the only places we can be certain on the station are actually going to be relatively safe.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Probably a good point. However, I should note that there are, in fact, multiple ships.
Yeah, I was going to say, that leads to the
Getting
question of, which ship do we want to go to? I mean, discounting the Y-Wing and any other small craft for the time being, since obviously those would be kind of cramped places to all meet up. What ship? Are we flying? The former Jedi flying? Because Rosa isn't actually with us. We should probably go to that ship.
Yeah, you guys have the Jade Falcon with you.
Oh, we do.
It's currently pretty beat up, and, retcon. It's completely beat up, but it was picked up for you by the Lightning Rod, flown by Zek, and towed to this station where you could be able to make some repairs.
Sickness. Okay, yeah, then we're going to go there because Rose is there as a meta thing, but in character, Watson suggests we should go back to my ship. It's big enough to house everybody, and we're kind of used to flying with a big crew, so there's a lot of amenities and a lot of chicken tenders. So if anyone's hungry, we got a lot of food left in there.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Plus, you can meet Rosa. He's
Sure.
kind of a Jedi too.
Neat.
More Jedi!
Yes. Though, listen. Okay, can everyone post their names in the thing just so we have the
Yes, please.
I want to say Dry. Is that Zombie's your character name? Drat. Demi.
Demi.
I don't know why I'm thinking Drat. Anyway, oh yeah, Demi. Listen, Demi.
Because you wanted to cuss, but not actually.
Cuss. Anyway, no, Demi. I don't. Cuss is
You understand what cussing is?
No, I know what cussing is. I just like I've only.
Drat is a cussing. Ah, Drat.
Yeah, well,
Like-
it's like the most.
God.
I don't know. It just feels like such a weird Southern thing compared to swearing.
I'm so
Oh,
confused.
don't go cussing that.
Okay, we're done with this one right
Anyway,
here.
so yeah, Demi. Something about Rosa you should know is that while he's a Jedi as well, and definitely has a lot he can teach you, he's there are certain things you shouldn't learn from Rosa in terms of how a Jedi should act and behave and interact with other people. So be aware of that when you meet Rosa.
I'll keep that in mind then. Okay.
Right. Yeah, this will be great. He's usually great. He's usually really good. Usually.
So, those of you who came in on Brass's ship, you realize that as you make your way through the asteroid, that you appear to be going to the same docking bay that you had parked. Actually, Winter, had you decided on a name for your ship?
Yeah, it's called the EFL Rich.
The what?
EFL Rich. RITCH.
Morris should hopefully be
EFL
joining us in a
Rich.
few.
Okay. Okay, so where you had gone ahead and docked the Rich.
So
When you make your way there, you notice that there is a ship that is being crawled over by a number of maintenance droids. It looks very, very beat up. It's a HWK 290 freighter, a Corellian freighter that's not in the line of the Millennium Falcon series, but kind of looks a bit like a bird. If any of you have particularly good eyesight, you might... yeah, crashed bird at this point. If any of you have particularly good eyesight, you might notice that on the flap for the front landing gear, there is slightly scuffed, but still readable, the words "Lost Basket" and a photo of a basket, or a painting of a basket left on there.
what a piece of junk.
Hey. Okay, actually, no, you're entirely right. But I'll have you know, this ship is literally the fastest in the galaxy. We've managed to, break all known speed records using a prototype engine created by Rosa, the other Jedi with us.
You're telling me that a junker like this can go faster than any other ship?
Well, under very specific circumstances, yes.
That's like saying that I can fall faster than anyone else as long as I'm being flung from orbit.
Well, I mean, let me just show you the engine. Or, well, Rosa can probably show you the engine. He kind of knows more about it than I do. I just know that it goes really, really fast, and that people don't like it when you go that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we'll go.
So, are you guys going to go into the ship?
Sure.
Who's leading?
I'll lead the way, because it's
Yeah,
my actual
probably.
ship.
Yeah, I would say I'd lead the
Washing,
way,
as
but...
you open the door, a bucket of soapy water falls on your head.
Rosa!
Oh, didn't see that one coming, huh?
Yeah.
I raise a finger and say, you're going to learn soon enough. That thing is in terrible taste, but you don't know
I
why.
see, says Demi. Huh?
Oh my god.
It's like the Force is reaching out to you and giving you advice on terrible, offensive jokes. Rosa, we have.
Rosa, are you going to show yourself?
No, I'm kind of I'll say waist deep in an engine right now.
Okay.
But I am chuckling about this.
You hear faint laughter echoing up the ship's hallways.
Oh, you little. Come on this way.
Okay, as you make your way through the ship, you realize that Washington was not kidding. There is an open stasis box completely filled with chicken tenders.
What?
It is not the only stasis box on this ship.
We have a literal ton of chicken tenders. No, wait. Yes, literal.
Oh my god.
That is a lot of chicken tenders.
I'm confused already.
I thought, well, so much for my rations, I guess.
Well, do you like chicken tenders?
Anyway, as you make your way further through the ship, the door to the engine room opens. You might notice that it is covered in quite a bit, still, of char. It also appears that the entire top of the engine room has been replaced with shiny new metal. Working on a engine unlike any of you have ever seen is...
Rosa, yeah.
Rosa, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, Wash. I thought you needed to take a bath, so I thought I'd set one up for you.
Can you describe what Rosa looks like to the fans at home?
Sure. Rosa is a 15-year-old young man now, I suppose, from Dathomir.
Would you like me to read off the description that you have for the character on your sheet?
Sure, because it's been a...
He has olive skin, black curly hair that has beads in it. He has strong cheekbones, and his eyes are covered with a headband that has both an open eye and a star on it.
Yeah.
He's also around about 5'4".
Oh, felon.
This must be the Rosa guy then.
Yeah.
I whisper. Can he see that in that thing?
Yes, let me introduce you all to Rosa, our mechanic and fellow Jedi. Rosa, this is, and I turn and point to each of them one by one. Brass, Demi, Day, Rosa. Wait, no, that's you, Dan. Chucknum and.
Yes, my name is Rosa Washington.
You know what? Sometimes I forget. Where is
Galena.
Yeah, Alina.
Galena is the other one who's following up on this.
Galena. I guess she fell behind. She'll be in soon. But yes, well, few of these fine individuals are force sensitives. The rest of them are working with the Thulls. They're going to help us find Raynar.
Oh, good, because, that's been going great.
Oh, also, Rosa, I'd like you to meet someone. He puts a hand on Demi's back and says, "This is Demi. He's my apprentice."
Demi steps forward, takes a step forward, and he... So, you can see with the Force?
That explains it.
Yeah.
That's so cool! I can't... How the Jedi are so cool? Can you teach me how to see with my eyes closed?
Maybe. This was kind of a thing of necessity, more so than training that happened. But we'll see. Washington, come here a second.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Yeah. Walk over.
Oh, since you don't know, kid, you Brass is a Gungan, because that's different than, yeah.
He's a judge.
I'm quite aware that Brass is a Gungan. Time Knights.
Jared.
Jared. God damn it, I suck.
Don't worry, they're so
Washington,
similar.
I'm all for helping other Force-sensitive individuals find their way, but are we really calling ourselves Jedi now?
Well, I mean, realistically, kind of. I mean, we're Jedi-like, and, we're training. I mean, if you were a baker and you're learning to be a baker, you'd still be a baker's apprentice, but then you're still kind of a baker, right?
Demi is watching the two of them have this conversation. Like, he's out of earshot still, but he's like, they like look over him at one point, I imagine, and he like waves energetically.
Watch because of the thumbs up, like, yeah.
Okay. I will keep up this farce so long as it's funny. But
It's not meant to be funny.
well, it's pretty funny to me. But in the meantime, it's eventually going to come out, and I don't want to break the little kid's heart.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we are kind of Jedi, and he wants to go to the temple, and it just happens to be that we need to go and do some other things first. These other people who are with him, they're going, as I said, they're going to help us with Raynar, and once we're done with that, we can bring him to the temple to learn.
Yeah, sure, seems good.
These he points to Day and Day and Brad specifically, and says, "I think, I think one of them is leader. I think. I don't know. Might also be the Gungan. Might be Chuck." Honestly, I'm really not sure with this group. They kind of seem a little bit disorganized and violent.
You're not wrong.
So, the rest of you, like a few years ago.
I mean, look, just talk to them, okay? Like, you're better with this sort of thing than I am.
Right, I'm better with this. Fine, but we're not giving Demi a rocket launcher.
Wasn't planning on giving him a rocket launcher.
After all,
Right.
he's not blind. Not yet,
Washington
anyway.
tucks his lightsaber back under his belt and starts reconsidering one of his training courses.
Okay, right.
Can I start prodding the engine?
Walking back over to the rest of them. Nice to meet you, Brass, Demi, Day, Chuck, Nom, is it?
Howdy.
Chuck Num, yes.
You have really floppy ears.
Yes, I know. I can hear better than most.
Oh, great.
Enough with the space rabbit.
I thought he was more of a frog, but
So when are we going to be able to take the what's his name? What's the guy, the target?
You're looking for Bornenthal. The kid that is here is Raynarthal, his son.
When are we going to be able to take Raynar off to go see his daddy?
Well, as soon as the ship is repaired, unless we can take your ship, but I don't think Washington will want to leave his baby behind.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Well, the ship's your baby.
No, I mean about the you continue to talk to them. I have to check on the ship.
Well, I mean, I don't mean that we're gonna bring you along.
No, that's fair. I wasn't gonna try to assume anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on a second. No, we need to come along. We're, Raynar is our friend, kind of. No offense, Raynar.
Raynar walks in. Wait, what?
Raynar needs to find his dad, and he's a Jedi, so he's with us. We have to go if you're going after him, we're going with you. That's part of the deal.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Raynar
As long
turns
as
to
we
you.
take the lead.
Raynar turns to you. Trust me, with this group, if they say they're going to do something, something's going to happen.
All right. Well, I just don't want to be held back by a bunch of
A bunch of what?
heroes. By a bunch of heroes.
Oh.
Raynar, you make it sound like a bad thing.
That's not what I was getting at. I'm just saying that, like, the Force has picked you out for chaos or something.
I don't like this observation.
You might be right about that.
What do you mean chaos? In
Let
all
me
my experiences,
Go
Jedi
check with the foreman droid
bring-
and see how long the repairs are going to take.
Yeah, Zek was
I'll be
arguing
back.
with one of them.
Oh, what was that? What was that? Dave? What was they saying?
whatever.
No, they were saying about
I'm going to go check on how the repairs are going and how long it's going to take.
Yeah, but at the same time, Dave was trying to say something about Jedi bringing chaos or order.
It doesn't matter. Who cares?
I care. It's a character being. We're trying to get these characters necessary. So, yeah, no, the Jedi tend to bring order, but they're also a little bit. I mean, we try.
What I mean is, in my experience, they seem to attract trouble, but at the same time, the last Jedi that attracted the biggest trouble possible brought order to the galaxy. So
Right. So I mean, really, we're more like people who bring order rather than people who bring chaos, and so it's all going to work out, right?
I mean, after all, you have really cool like space powers, right?
We do have that.
Good.
So if we work together, we could, make this work a lot better. Because I think that, no offense to anyone, to any of the rest of you guys, looks at Rosa and then the other young Jedi, but we're maybe could use a little bit of help. We're not exactly trackers or mercenaries or experienced at all with the galaxy for the most part. So
Yeah, says Raynar. Weren't we trying to get in contact with an information broker? Do we even have any leads on my dad?
we know his name.
Raynar just gives you a
Audible
flat
laugh
stare.
from the Gungan.
Seems like we're still at square one.
Well, I mean, that's kind of where you guys come in, right? I mean, Day or Chucknam or Brass. One of you has to know an information broker, right?
Do I? GM, do I?
The answer is no. None of you specifically knows the information broker.
I know
unless-
plenty of information brokers.
However, all of you do know that Borgo Prime is kind of lousy with them.
Well, perfect. See, she knows one. Right off the bat, too.
Now, just give me a few moments on to look at something. I'm gonna go basically look in the phone book for.
You find a number of different information brokers. The one at the top of the list is named Info2Go.
What's the fanciest looking one?
You can't tell from these. This is just a listing.
I think
All
we
right.
hear a knock on the spaceship door as as a latecomer finally arrives. Which is my way of saying that Morath has arrived in the game, and his character is probably going to be showing up now, because he's here! Morath's here!
Hey.
Hooray.
Hey, you so long.
So, I guess.
We can barely hear you, Morath.
Sorry, let me try to fix my gain control.
So anyway, just to fill the dead air while Morath quickly gets that thing cranked back into position, the door's been left open, so I just assume he's going to be able to walk right in, so as to avoid long and difficult explanations when we're just trying to get these balls rolling.
So, as we're waiting, a short abbreviated list of the different titles which you have run across, Belil.
Yeah.
Info2Go. Info for cheap. Info for you. Info and things. It goes on like this for a while.
I like that one.
Ooh, info for things. That's a
info and things.
Ooh, info and things. Oh, they have more than just info?
Have
Shit.
to have the best things. If they have stuff.
Shit.
Oh, I see.
Okay, that's pretty
The
good.
ultimate answer.
Okay, that one's good. That's not ultimate is a good name. It's usually a good one.
All right, found on level 42 of Borgo Prime.
God damn it.
Okay, write that down. Here we go.
Okay, yeah. Make a little note of that in the data pad. See?
I don't. See, I have a information broker.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
always assumed that you former rebels were resourceful types. I mean, I've seen all the holo vids. Yeah, I knew the moment I saw.
Don't
that
worry,
gadget-
I've seen the holovids too.
Yeah.
Leave
Wait,
it.
what?
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. No. I mean, like, if anyone can get themselves out of a tight situation, it's someone who flew during the rebellion.
Yep. Definitely.
If we have if we have anywhere we need to go, I probably have a map there of the easiest route. But we'll see.
All right. I mean, it should be relatively easy. This is a space station and a commercial one at that. So finding something that's been clearly labeled as a store should probably be as easy as just walking to the right elevator. And then
I was
going to the
talking about like in outer space.
Yeah, you'd hope, but remember, Borgo Prime was built into an old mining colony, so the tunnels aren't so much, like laid out on a grid so much as following old ore veins. It's very easy to get lost here.
That's fine.
All right. Well, let's follow whoever's the best at finding their way around these difficult locations.
What would that be? What skill would that be?
With the
Streetwise, probably.
yes. I have streetwise.
And Morris is gone.
Oh man.
I have no streetwise. Oh yeah.
I'm more about the rural locations rather than the tight urban ones.
Morad, how's your mic?
Oh, dang it.
Hello?
Hey.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Perfect. So
Hey,
at this point, we are also introduced to the final member of our cast, all in the same place for once.
Oh dang it. What's going on?
My character will walk in with a ration bar and just kind of plop into a nearby seat.
Oh, right. This is what was your character's name again?
You didn't get it, but
This is
my name is
she's a lady, and this is Rosa. Rosa, meet this lady.
Galena.
Delina. All right.
Kalina?
Galena.
Galena. Sorry, must got a little bit of sealant in my ear.
Yeah. Your character would notice. She has a very Happen accent.
Fuck's the happen
Which is-
accent?
It's basically
It's
just
the
her
consortium where
I don't know what's happening.
where Dathomir is
It's-
currently.
It's basically
Yeah,
the original accent.
sounds more like an Alderon accent to me. Ha ha ha! Jokes about Britain.
Yes. Everyone's space British, but
Except for me and the rest of the rebels.
actually, to be fair, she's probably more like space French. But
Ha ha ha! It is me, the space elves.
I'm just monster mash face.
Okay, vagina face, it's fine.
oh.
Hey.
But
Back on topic, please, folks.
yeah. So anyway, over to we're actually just on our way out to find an information broker that Day here found.
Yeah,
Cute.
yeah.
Now,
So you guys are mid-mission then.
well,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
I have a quick question. So, since we have mostly heroes around here,
Kind of.
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with Galena coming along, especially if there's a chance that she'll do the whole throw someone across the bar thing again.
She's probably not going to do that again. I think she's learned her lesson, right?
I mean, will he?
I mean, I'm good for muscle, if that's what you're looking for.
That's
That's not the
exact
answer I was
opposite.
looking for.
But if you're looking, as far as, and you know, I am pretty good at, you know, I used to work in law enforcement.
I'm more
Okay,
worried
again,
about whether or not you would.
I don't want you going all Darth Vader on us.
Yeah, but you got a handle on that, right?
I wouldn't even know how to do it. I don't know how I did it the last time.
You're really not working with points for us right now.
Not
Look,
really at all.
I think that it's important for us to, you know, look. I kind of slid a little close to Day and say, listen, I would kind of rather her be with us where we can keep an eye on her rather than sitting here on the ship and, you know, stewing on what she did in case she decides she wants to try doing it again.
Okay, well,
It's not
after
something I
all,
want to do.
no, this is a whisper. You don't get
Yeah,
to.
this is the same we're whispering.
No, this is my character still answering.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's like it's, you know, but
oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Look, just
Everyone's
let her come with us.
interrupting.
So, on you know, on the one hand, either she's going to turn out to be all right, and we're going to move past that initial troubling situation, or she does something real nasty, and then it's better that she's with us rather than somewhere where we can't get to her and stop her.
All right. Well, if it's anyone who knows the source thing, fuck.
The power of the source.
If there's anyone who knows this force thing, it's you heroes. She smiles and then pats him on the back.
Watches and just smiles awkwardly. Like, yeah, that's me, hero. Very knowledgeable in the force. So, shall we then? Tally ho and all that.
I guess
sure.
so.
And wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Onwards and upwards.
Dark, stay close to me. And here, actually, do you have a this place could be dangerous. Do you have a weapon? Demi, sorry, Demi. I can't call you Dark for some reason. I'm sorry, Demi. Demi, this place could be dangerous. Do you have a weapon or any way of protecting yourself?
Demi shrugs his sort of sack that he has over his shoulder onto puts it on the ground, opens it up, and pulls out what is just a wooden stick.
Aww.
like completely straight off of a tree.
That's adorable.
And then with the other hand he reaches in and pulls out a sporting blaster.
Less so, but also very practical. All right, well, hey, if anything happens, cover my back, all right? Wink.
You got it, boss.
This kid is precious.
Yes.
Anyway, well,
yes.
I have the location. I have a rough estimate of where it is on the map. And, so, who's the one with the best fucking streetwise in this?
I have the skill.
I should note that Streetwise is not navigation; it's knowing things.
Yeah.
It's also being able to spot, street scams and that sort of
Okay,
stuff.
then what would it be?
This would be something along the lines of perception. I mean, realistically, your scout's probably going to have the best stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, who's our scout?
Me.
All right, bunny ears. Here you go.
Oh boy. Should I just roll a search?
Yeah, tell you what, you can use search for this.
Roll a 1.
No, I actually rolled pretty well.
Nice.
Run over to
14.
action die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled that one. Rolled a 3. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 in total.
Okay, you think that you've plotted a course on this map that'll get you to the right place, but, I mean, these stupid 2D screens projecting a 3D map, they can always be a bit of a thing, and you're not quite sure what's going to happen. Well, it'll be for the best, you think.
Let's go.
All right,
Like,
it's so nice to
Full
finally
confidence.
be traveling with people who know what they're doing.
See, those maps were intentionally created to get people to buy more goods. It's like
You're right through the gift shop.
It's exactly what. Oh god, that's gonna.
I think we've been through the same gift shop 4 times already.
No,
sorry to be exact.
So, who all is going to go to the info broker?
I am.
I assume everybody, unless someone doesn't want to.
Someone really doesn't want to come along.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I still need to figure out how long it's going to take for the ship to get repaired, but I'll catch up with you guys.
Okay.
Would you like some help? Would you like some help with the ship?
I'm
pretty
sorry,
sure that was
terrible
you.
with new people's names.
Galena.
Galena, right?
Yes.
Avril Lavigne. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
I'll
a
be
weird
here all
name.
week.
But I think I'll be okay.
All right. Your guys' tech is kind of odd anyway.
Yeah, so is the carbon scoring that's all over this engine room, with the exception of the completely bright metal of the top of it that is obviously a new replacement.
Oh, right. That happened.
Yeah, that happened.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Alright, so I guess I'll go along for the thing.
Okay. So yeah, the tunnels are twisty and turny, and it does seem to be taking you almost to the other side of the station. But you managed to get there without going through too many shopping arcades, only 3 of them. I don't know how much you get slowed down by Day's wish to shop.
Various impulse buys.
Yeah.
Does they pick up anything new along the way?
Well, what's for sale?
There are
Brand
many
new-
things for sale.
Brand new pocket space knife?
You could probably find one of those, yes.
Nice. I want to pick one up for the kid. In fact, I'll have the kid pick out which one they want. Is it going to be the one with Snow Globe Chan on it, or is it going to?
Yeah, the one
God
with the adorable little Imperial Stormtrooper helmet.
Oh
should be-
boy, what's the kid design?
The Demi looks at Washin and says, "Would a Jedi use a knife?"
I mean, a Jedi. I've seen Jedis stab people before plenty of times with a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, sure, I guess so.
Let me count the weapons.
Demi blinks. Oh, okay then.
I mean, I think it's somewhere in the Jedi code that we're supposed to use, like, you know, he looks at his lightsaber, stabby stuff. So I mean, that makes sense.
Demi picks out a nice, like not a pretty one, but one that works. You know. An
Okay,
effective
go ahead
knife
and add a
over
multi-tool to your character sheet.
Okay.
Here we go, little fella.
Oh man, we gotta train you in sword combat. I mean, without lightsabers, obviously. What's the rest of it?
He starts
Now.
to, a big grin appears on his face, and then when you say not lightsabers, it sort of dims a little bit,
Yeah,
but he
he was just
keeps smiling.
Yeah, like until we're off the ship. At that point, totally, I'll teach you how to use a lightsaber.
Oh god. I can only imagine how some of the NPCs that you know are going to react when they find out you've been doing this.
This kid's gonna be the best lightsaber duelist in the world, though.
It's gonna be the greatest Jedi.
I have developed my own lightsaber technique.
Flail!
I call this stance not the face.
No. He'll figure out how to make the actual laser bend.
Perfect. Yeah.
That'll be how it is. It'll be a the rubber saber technique, where he's able to attack someone, and while it blocks, it wraps around their sword.
Like the
I
fencing.
really
technique.
shouldn't be saying this, but there is a light whip.
Oh my god.
No, but I mean as in like, not a light weapon, but a sword. So it stays hard most of the time, but when in
Because
certain
it-
situations it goes flaccid.
Yeah, I'm just not going to go ahead and go on with that one.
Anyway,
Yeah, you eventually make yourself to the ultimate answer. And, Khalil, your character has picked out the most upscale one of the bunch. There are a pair of shined chrome and gold droids flanking the doorway. Inside, there is marble flooring.
See, this place is very professional.
looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty intimidating. Not really used to the
Where do you get all this
shiny
money?
stuff.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good question. Are you? I mean, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but are you like rich?
No.
Oh. I guess it's just not as expensive as it looks.
Can you buy me dinner on the way back?
Sure thing, kid. Chuck can definitely cover that. Isn't that right, Chuck?
I start looking up. different
Sure,
restaurants.
whatever. Yeah.
You're a really good guy, Chuck.
You got us. I knew the day that I picked you up, you'd pay the bill on something.
Oh, Lord.
What's that? Flapjack's on
if any
me.
of you go in,
Oh, yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
eventually.
So let's get going.
But yeah.
if any of you go in, there is sitting at the desk. There is a triangle-headed alien who's wearing a suit, who looks up as the door goes ding.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Ultimate Answer. What can I do for you?
We need to find the answers.
Well, of course, we are here to help.
Alright. Well.
Where can I find some sailors?
What?
Do you actually say that?
No, that was
What
joke.
is a paladin?
Could the Force create a rock so big even it couldn't lift it?
All of these are wonderful questions, and for our introductory price of $99.99, you may be enrolled in the lessons that we have to teach.
Oh boy, sounds
Please sit
great.
down
It's cold.
and measure your thetans.
Alright, sounds great.
Wait, this isn't a cult, is it?
I have
No.
no...
Washing tugs at his robes. I don't go in
I
for
have
cults.
no idea what you mean. We are here to provide answers for those looking for them.
Wait a minute. What kind of answers?
Only the most important answers. The
And-
answers that truly trouble you.
What? Well, I'm kind of looking for something that's a bit more surface level.
Well, of course, if you are concerned with those, that can be a first step.
Well,
I thought you said you knew these people.
we're leaving.
Okay.
Just dragging them out.
I'm just yeah. You know,
Okay.
I think there's a cult. He like straightens out his robes. Jedi are always really good at spotting and avoiding cults.
See, the cult part doesn't bother me. It's the fact that they insulted my appearance.
Oh well, I mean that's also
That's
not
a-
great.
Wait, that's what they were implying with that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You not?
I didn't catch that right off the bat. So
By the way, I should note that this alien should not have been insulting anyone's appearance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Good.
So what was
uh,
the next one on the list?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Another one that you know so well.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to answers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
What is
So-
this stuff?
That one's the answers and things.
Actually, Washington walks up to Day and pats her on the back and says, "Listen, I'm really sorry that your friend turned out to be kind of an asshole. Like this happens sometimes. You think you know someone so well, and then, bam, you know."
Yeah.
Like I'm so
After
sorry.
all, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you're in contact. You've known them for a really long time.
Been there, done that, sister.
Yeah. I've known them for years.
Ah, jeez. Well,
So, is Washington just not listening to the Force?
he's distracted by.
Okay, Washington is not listening to the Force.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
So,
Well,
plotting course.
plotting course for answers and things.
17.
17. Okay. This one
Alrighty.
seems to be a little bit closer, and you'll only have to go through one shopping arcade. That shouldn't slow you down too much, right?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna pick up a small thing on the way because that really messed with me. Just being insulted like that.
Yeah.
Just
And your new sunglasses look great.
Hats beyond measure. Hats of every single style, shape, and size, in every color, in every material.
Okay.
This is the hat bazaar to end all hat bazaars.
hold on, let me roll. Do I still get the -2 from the crack rib thing?
Yeah, you actually haven't taken any first aid, so yes.
All right. Just want to know so I can keep that in mind.
19 to find a survival type hat. It's something.
Oh my fucking god!
One of those
Oh my
Australian.
fucking god!
What'd you get?
I rolled all ones.
You buy
What were you rolling
Oh,
for?
I was rolling a knowledge for resist, and so I roll 3D, and then there's a -2, so that's actually a 1 in total.
Technically, that ends up being a 3 still, because of the way that that works.
Okay.
You take
But-
it off the initial dice code, so you still had a +1 on the end, so you rolled 2 1s +1, so it's still a 3.
Just... Jesus.
You cannot resist. This is the most beauteous bounty of hats that you have ever seen, and you must indulge. Especially after you lost that wonderful hat that you had picked up when you first got on the station.
Fuck, that's right.
I would have ever thought that a mercenary dressed mostly in red would be so obsessed with hats.
Hold on, let me just
There's
look
an
up a
excellent
random-
Carmen Sandiego over there.
No, that's not the kind that we're looking for. Let me just go through the list of cosmetic hats in TF2.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh boy.
This is the kind of hat that Brass picks up if there's one, and I'm sure
There's some similar things to that floppy bush hat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's even ones that are made for Gungans, so that it won't get in the way of your ears.
Oh boy, even better.
I'm gonna go with the well-rounded rifleman. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. 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 A dark red one.
Dark red. Okay, yeah, you get yourself a dark red kepi cap.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yeah. My boss is gonna fire me.
You spent how much on hats?
It's okay. I got one for everyone. It's a necessity. I'm gonna get a pair for everyone. There.
Perfect.
Okay, so apparently, going on to the expense account is in fact a survival hat for a Gungan, a kepi, and who else is getting a hat?
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone's
If you're
got a hat.
offering, I'll take a hood.
I'll take one of those little fuzzy hats.
Yes.
No, it's like a
That's
like
not
a
a fuzzy
snow cap.
hat. What are
Like
you
a snow
talking-
cap.
Okay.
Oh, like one of the Russian ones?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a fuzzy
No,
fez.
like not even that. Like I'm not even talking anything like as cool as that. I'm talking about like
Oh, just like a beanie?
Yeah, like a beanie, but like a really obviously woolen beanie.
Oh, gross.
This sort of thing, but in like, I don't know, green. In like
Space.
lime green.
Green like your blood.
Oh no, a little red one cap with a little puff bomb.
But anyway, after we max out the card, we or near max it out. We still have enough money to probably cover the actual answers thing.
You certainly hope.
That's true. If not, someone else's card is going to be covering it.
Oh, okay then. Jeez.
Okay,
Wonder who that's
so
gonna be.
after you have all been beheaded,
Well, they've been beheaded.
yes, no one got anything for Rosa.
How rude.
Oh, by the way, what did Galena get?
Galena was not looking for a hat, but if she was given one, she would look very confused as to why somebody was giving her a gift. But take it, but would not pick one out for herself. So
Is it common for the species to not have gifts as a thing?
You wouldn't know that.
No, I'm asking Graham.
they aren't like it's not necessarily uncommon, but it happens between people that are really, really close and or trying to court.
Okay then. So you're thinking that my character's trying to sex you now. Okay. That's an interesting thing. Anyway, so now that we're done with that,
We get buying hats.
yeah, we're done buying hats.
Okay,
We're done opening up
come
our
to
box.
info and things. Behind the counter of this very disreputable looking joint is a Toydarian.
Who appears to have green skin and mustaches. Like, he's got two of them on his face. One above, one below. It's kind of weird, really. And then on the side of the shop, there's just a bunch of old junky parts. Welcome. What can I do for you?
God damn it! And force powers don't work on him. Only money.
Howdy.
Hi-yo.
Hello.
And what can I do for a lady such as yourself?
Well, what I was wondering is if you could provide us some answers and not
Of
insults.
Why would I insult a customer?
Well,
That's the last one.
you know. Anyway, we were supposing we could get a lead on a person.
Of course. And who were you looking for?
We probably need to look more privately about this.
Come to the back.
Yeah.
Time to all
I imagine we
squish
all
into the
shuffle
back,
to the
yeah.
back.
Yeah, we'll just shuffle after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear,
Okay.
this is going to get quite crowded.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
But anyway,
Why don't one or two of us go in the
Yeah.
back, and the rest can wait?
Yeah, well, I'll come on, Demi. We'll wait out in the shop and let the mercenaries handle the this sort of information gathering work.
all right.
That's a
okay,
good idea.
seems good. Idea.
I'll give you some basic
You know-
rundowns on the Jedi Code.
I feel like I've been doing this enough, and after all, maybe you, Brass, and what's his name? Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuck. Okay.
Yeah, Chuck.
How about you, Brass and Chuck, go in the back?
Sure.
Alrighty then.
All right. I'll wait out
Hopefully I
here.
don't roll a 1 on the first time I talk to someone new again.
Well, let's see.
Well, we'll see for sure.
Ah. So you must be the master negotiators. Tell me, what are you looking for? I assume at that the two of you just look at each other. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an old.
Yes.
So, I forget the guy's name again. The name starts with a B.
You are looking for Born and Thaw.
Ball.
So, we're looking for what everyone else is looking for. It seems Born and Thaw.
Oh dear. Yes, He drops the accent. Tell me, are you looking to get into the bounty hunter game?
No,
Not at all.
they're actually hires from his wife. You see, right? Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's
Interesting. He just ran away from his wife?
well. To be honest, we don't really know. This is the last place that he was seen, and it's been, and we haven't heard from him. Nobody's really heard from him in a while.
Oh, well, of course. Tarcona simply would not have put so much money down if anyone had any real idea. I have heard that bounty hunters have gotten so frustrated that they're killing each other out there over this.
And having
No one
fights.
having any idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That name,
Of course, this is what bounty hunters do.
Of course.
what was that name
Yes.
that you said put out the bounty again?
Tarcona, Nola.
Tarcona. Would I know that name?
Yes, you absolutely would know that name. The two of you, both being aliens, would have heard of the Diversity Alliance.
Oh yeah,
She is
that's
the-
who it is.
Yeah, she's the leader of such. She was the one who put out the bounty on Born and Thal. No one knows why.
For some reason, she has a giant head that floats behind you at all times.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's considered a fiery, charismatic leader who is speaking some truths that a lot of people feel should have been spoken a long time ago.
Right. My character would not know who this is.
Yeah.
And looks direly confused.
I think that. Wait, who's actually in
You
the
very well
negotiation?
might know about Nola Tarcona, no matter what. Just, she is in the news these days.
Yeah.
Okay. So, heard the name, don't know, but also very confused as to why the bounty is there.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to know why you're looking for information from me that you could find easily on any Hollow News site.
Well, we're paying for the best information that we have here. So
Oh, but of course.
they already know the information that's that's readily available. We're looking for something a little bit deeper, a little bit juicier, like the inside of a mollusk.
Are you hungry? Shall I bring out refreshments?
No,
got away with
fine.
refreshments.
You gotta work away with words, Brass. You gotta real way with words.
I'll be fine. No need for refreshment.
Any information that I would have on the whereabouts of Born and Thel would certainly be quite valuable.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, what's your price?
Bounty.
I doubt that either of you has enough to pay for the price. In
Well,
credits, of course.
Yeah,
What information can you go ahead and provide me?
how much you care about space travel, huh?
I'm not a map shop.
Let's see. What do you want to know?
I want to know a great many things.
As
For example, Kildor. You strike me as... Are you by any chance a slicer?
What tipped you off?
There's an air about you.
Like you haven't left your mother's basement in 6 months. No.
Tell me, where are you from?
I grew up on Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, Nar Shaddaa. Then you may have some juicy information. How long has it been since you've been there?
I'd say it's been about 4 or 5 years since I left.
Shame. What information were you gathering at the time?
Well, I know a bit about the Hut organization.
The Hut cartels. I don't suppose you might still have some back doors left in.
He waves at you as he flies back.
Come, sit. He points towards the terminal.
I warily sit down.
Very good. Here's what you're going to do for me. You are going to open a back door. If you have one. You are going to copy as much information out of any member of the Hut clans as you can. That will go into my computer. You will make no copies. Once you have gained this information for me, I will share with you knowledge about Born and Thul that I have not yet sold. Do we have a deal?
Will your information also be strictly between us?
He looks over at you. I'm speaking with the Slicer.
Answer the question.
Dear boy, I sell information for the right price. It is the nature of my profession. You are about to provide me something very valuable. Someone would have to come along with quite a sum to get out of me the information I am going to share with you for providing a service sight unseen. You can either take this deal right here and now, or we can leave it at that.
Fine. I'll see what I can get.
Wonderful.
That voice. What's with that? What's with that?
Oh, you know. I only work with the best.
And we're some of the best. Yeah.
Oh, he's buttering you up.
Oh, totally.
Whatever.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and make a slicing roll for me?
Alright, let's see what I can do. Let me get my stats up. Come on. Come on, baby. What? Oh, come on.
Come on, baby, one more time.
Come on. Recover.
Actually, while you're making that roll, we're going to not really take a break. We're going to do a very short, quick cut in the video in order to break these things up because we're still trying to keep them to about an hour apiece. So join us next time to see what happens with the slicing attempt. Be right back.
I don't know.